Hey, Blue Table fans! And scene. All right, it's time for another battle report. I've got Preston and Colton here.
Hey.
And we're going to take a look at their army. So tell us all about it.
All right, so first of all, I've got over here my battalion with fire warriors and a chasseur, 2 units each, and then my Coastal commander with 4 fusion blasters.
Nice.
Yeah, so I also have a cadre fireblade.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
So back at the arsenal,
Yeah.
they're like, so what'll it be today, Commander?
Yeah.
He's like, all right, to start, I'd like a fusion blaster.
Yeah.
All right, that's a good one. What's next?
Another one.
I'd like another fusion blaster. And the guy's like, oh God, this again. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, and then, okay, so fireblade, cadre fireblade, and then my ethereal, who's going to be my warlord with the through unity devastation trait. So that allows him to pick a unit, and then a friendly unit gets +1 on the wound rolls.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, then I have my breacher squad again, and a unit of shield drones, 12 of them.
All shield drones.
And so I've removed the bottom pieces so they are identified as shield drones.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, because over here...
Last time we were using our imagination.
Yeah, and the reason I'm doing that is because over here on the Pathfinder team, I'm going to be using the grav inhibitor drone and the pulse accelerator drone. So that'll give them +6 inches to their pulse carbines, which they all have. Ignore the...
What? I didn't know that existed.
Yeah.
How much does that drone cost?
Ooh, maybe 8-10 points, maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No one. That makes those guys awesome.
Yeah, so it's really cool.
Is it its own separate unit? Is it like one guy like floating around here for no
They'll be a
reason?
unit together.
Okay.
And then the grav inhibitor drone subtracts D3 from a charge if that unit that's charging is within 12 inches of that drone. And then I have Dark Strider again. Lets them retreat and shoot. And then I have my crisis suits with cyclic ion blasters, 2 apiece, and then they all have counter defense systems, which lets them reroll failed Overwatch.
Okay. And what's the sept?
All of my units are Tau Sept this time,
Okay.
so they're going to be rolling 5s on Overwatch.
A lot of Overwatch.
And
Better
then-
on Overwatch than normal shooting.
Yeah, so these are all shield drones. So the only 2 drones that are different are these 2, and then the recon drone as well, which lets them ignore cover.
Wow. So this is a pretty good unit.
Yeah, and then
I'm loving it.
yeah,
I need to use those for my guys.
yeah. So they're kind of the way I'm going to play them today is really aggressively moving up the board.
It's with the Pathfinders.
Mhm,
The
the
Breachers
Pathfinders.
don't get that drone.
No, yeah, these are unique drones for the Pathfinders.
Right.
So they're going to kind of move up the board real fast and try to knock up or tie up some units. So here I have my Riptides with the heavy burst cannon and the ion accelerator on the other one. Fusion blasters on Ovessa, I guess you could call him. That's how I painted him. And then plasma rifles on him. And then they both have target lock so they can move and shoot their heavy weapons with no penalty. And then they both have counter defense systems as well, similar to the crisis suits, so they can reroll failed Overwatch.
It's bad news, man.
Yeah, so I expect to be charged a lot with the Space Wolves. So that's kind of my strategy there.
All right. Thank you very much, Preston.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so Colton's been really irritating me with his shoot 'em up list. So, perfectly legitimate. I love it. We're all learning something about ourselves. So I thought, how can I get Colton, give him his just desserts, so to speak. Make him play a different army. And that I get to pick the list. Ha 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 ha. Okay, Colton. So you're doing Space Wolves.
Space Wolves. First time playing them. I'm actually really excited to work with this beautiful army. I've been lovingly nicknamed Daddy's Dogs.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that was my son.
Oh, okay.
And I have to confess at this point that it was my son that made the list.
All right.
I made him make the list.
Got it.
I'm like, you there, make a list using these models. Okay, so
what we're looking at, we've got 3 troop squads. Let me pull up the book, get their actual name, because they got really cool names.
Grey Hunters.
They are called... Are they Grey Hunters?
Probably.
I think it's Blood.
Oh, this
Blood
is
Claws.
great.
Okay.
Oh, those are blood claws. Okay,
So we've got
fair
a
enough.
10-man unit of Blood Claws.
Okay.
This first squad has a Wolf Guard Terminator pack leader. Super cool. And then the second squads are just baseline, except for this one's got a plasma pistol.
Okay, great.
And then we have a Long Fang squad, and they have an additional Wolf Guard leader, Power Fist, Stormbolter. Our HQ units are going to be an Iron Priest, and then we have now Stormcaller. He's going to be the Warlord. We have a Land Raider, I believe it's the Redeemer. Yep, Land Raider Redeemer. And then this is going to actually be a assault cannon instead of a twin heavy bolters.
Okay.
We have a land speeder with a hurricane or a heavy bolter and then a heavy flamer on the bottom.
Awesome.
And then these are 2, I think they're Terminator squads. I think they're called Wolf. I don't. It's Wolf something. I don't know. Anyway, one's Thunderhammers, one's twin lightning claws, and then we have our trusty Rhino transport.
All right. All right, and these are Colton's dice for the Space Wolves. I picked some blue, blackish, and gold-pipped dice, which I think will go nicely with the army. Because that's what I do. I match dice to armies. That's my talent. Okay, and let's take a look at the board. Colton, why don't you go ahead and give us a professional... You're walking up to this board at a grand tournament or whatever. Mm-hmm. What is your analysis of this board?
The analysis that I'm taking on this board is sitting down is I really hope that we are long board deployed. Most of it is because if you look at the center, the terrain's all facing, so it would you can actually use terrain here. If you're playing long board, the whole middle of the board really is not going to benefit much cover.
It's very open.
Very open. So you're going to hope you're on this side. Other than that, side has a little bit more terrain, so you'd probably want to start on that side. Him being Tau, he might even castle in just those 2 buildings on that side. So I'm hoping that I get to pick which side terrain happens because I would force him to be on this side because that would be the best I could.
A little more open.
Correct.
Basically. Because on this side, you really just have this one thing here.
Yeah, and
maybe
basically I would know
here.
this is where he's deploying. And
Right.
so even if I have to deploy first, I know where he's going to be, so it doesn't really matter.
I just moved some terrain there.
Beauty.
Okay. Well, that's really cool. And we've had this set for a while. This was made by a young woman who had just graduated from art school. I believe her name was like Ella or something like that. So anyway, yeah, and she made this sort of Stalingrad looking thing and all these little wrecked vehicles and did a really good job. There's a lot of narrative on here of like blackened areas where maybe smoke has come up. These are from a game called AT-43, and you can find them on eBay. They're not inexpensive, but they are really super nice, and it's one of the few sources where you can just buy these ready. Mm-hmm. They sell these as MDF kits, and they're usually horrible. Yeah. I think the Games Workshop ones are probably pretty good. All right, anyway. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Okay, go ahead.
Alright, so I made an error describing through Unity Devastation. It's actually not +1 to their wound roll. Any unit within 6 inches of the ethereal gets a +1 to their armor piercing if they roll a 6 to wound. So
okay.
It's increased by 1, to be clear.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Alright, so to make life a little simpler, we're going to play an Eternal War mission, No Mercy. It's a fairly straightforward map. We're going to roll off for who goes first, and then that person will pick deployment. And then once the deployment style's been chosen, they will decide which half. The other player places a model first. We alternate, and then it's going to be mostly a killie game. The way to score victory points are going to be no quarters given, slay the warlord, first blood, and line breaker. The game's going to be basically 5 rounds unless you roll for more. Here's the roll for who gets to pick the map. So I get to roll for the map. Okay. And that's another 5. Alright, so I got a 5. which is the front line assault. And so looking at this board, I'm going to take this far side that you see over here. Alright, so some big things happened.
Yep.
We got the front line assault, which is 6 inches from this edge, 15 up in the middle. And I chose this side because it had a little bit more cover to start with that I didn't want him to get. It's an alternating deployment, and so I dropped all of my blood claws in these 2 transports. So this can take 12, this can take 10. And so I won the dropping models first, and so I was able to go first. And so Preston's going to try to seize on me, because it'll be pretty big if he does. So here comes the seize attempt, looking for a 6.
Here we go. 3.
That's a 3, so I'll be going first. That's a Space Wolves turn 1. I'll come back after the movement phase.
Alright, Colton, tell us what's going on.
Alright, so I pushed the land speeder up that was hidden right here in the corner. Up, so hopefully I can get some shots off. And then the Land Raider and the Rhino just move forward there 10 inches. The Rhino before wasn't in cover, now it's going to get benefit of cover because it's actually hiding behind his big brother Land Raider. Long Fangs stay where they're at. They're going to hopefully be able to get some shots off. We're going to go right into Psychic Phase with now Stormcaller. He knows 3, he can cast 2. So we're going to start with Tempest Wrath. Actually, no, we're going to start with Jaws of the World Wolf. So it's a warp charge value of 7. And then we'll see if we get it off. Alright, so we get it off. So what it does is select an enemy unit with an 18. That's going to be these guys. And then I'm going to roll 2d6 and subtract their move characteristic. They suffer a mortal wound for the difference. That's basically what it is.
Okay.
So 2d6. Hopefully something good. So we got a 7. What's your move characteristic?
7.
You move 7?
Yeah, they're Pathfinders.
Alright, well, so no mortal wounds. There we go.
Yeah, Tau!
Alright.
For the greater good.
So we're going to go Tempestus Wrath now. Get some vengeance. So, actually, no, we're just going to smite because you're within 18. So, we'll smite you. Looking for a 5. Okay, so there's smite. D3 mortal wounds. Ha! 2. Do you have a save? Nothing? Okay, so 2 guys die.
On the Pathfinders?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, because drones can't intercept psychic, so 2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds go through.
Alright, we'll take this guy, and that's my Chasui, so we'll take that guy.
Okay, and then we'll go into the shooting phase.
Alright.
Alright, so we're rolling right into the shooting phase. We're going to start with the long fangs. The 2 plasmas can tag these drones here, so we're going to shoot them. And then the last cannons, we're hoping that we can just sneak through a 2-up save twice. So here come the plasma cannons, meaning 3s. That's a fail. Don't have any rerolls for anything. And then it's more, so 3. Okay, so 1 at AP minus 3. So you're invuln.
Alright, so they have a 4+ invulnerable save,
And then you feel no pain.
and a 5+.
One drone!
Yeah, here we go.
Alright, so then we got the las cannons. Look for 3s. We got 1. And looking for another 3. Alright! So 1 at minus 3 right on the Riptide.
On the Riptide?
Yep.
Okay. We'll do the
Saber protocol?
Saber protocol, of course.
Yeah.
So
Do you pass it off though?
Yeah, here we go. 2+.
Ah, he passed it off. Alright, so then a mortal wound on whatever drone.
Alright, mortal wound feels the pain.
Alright, we successfully killed 2 drones with long fangs. Yay. We're going to go to the land speeder. His heavy bolters are going to shoot this same squad. And then his flamer on the bottom of it's going to shoot the Pathfinders right in front of him.
Okay.
So start with the heavy bolter.
On the drones?
On the drones.
Okay.
I actually need to check if he suffers a penalty for moving and shooting heavies, which he probably does, because why wouldn't he? Okay, so he does. So we're at 4s. So we're looking for 4s. We'll score 1 hit. And then strength 5, toughness 4, right? On the drones?
Yeah.
So 3s. Alright, so 1 at -1 on the drone.
Okay. So they're regular 4+.
5. All right, feeling the pain? All right, we're whittling them down. All right, so then the flamer at the Pathfinders. This is number of shots for D6 for a 1 shot. I'm gonna CP reroll this.
Okay.
So down to 7 CP now. For another one.
The greater good prevails.
But it's gonna auto hit. So there's that. Strength 5, toughness less 3s. All right, so 1 at -1 on the Pathfinder.
On the Pathfinders?
Yep.
-1. Okay, so 6.
Oh, it wanted to be. It wanted to be a 6. There's another Pathfinder, and that's that.
We'll pick up this guy.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the Land Raider. Actually, we're gonna go to the Rhino over there.
This is the Rhino, the one on the left?
Yeah, shoot a little Storm Bolter.
Okay.
Same target, Pathfinder. He's not rapid fire range, it's just 2 shots. It's a rapid fire weapon, so there's no penalty for just moving. So look for 3s.
So 1.
Strength 4, toughness 3, so 3s. Nothing. Alright, now we're at the Land Raider. Same target with the assault cannon. Twin assault cannon, that's the only thing that can shoot something. So it's a heavy 12. And Land Raiders don't suffer the penalty for moving shooting heavies.
Okay.
So we're looking for 3s. Get 2 hands for this. So that's a no-go, and a no-go, and a no-go. Alright, and then it's strength 6. So the 3s again. Oh, 2s. 2s here. Yeah. Well, there we go. Alright, now we're talking about something.
Nice. Everything.
4, 6, 8, 9. And it should be AP -1.
On the Pathfinders again?
Yeah.
Just leave me alone, man. Okay.
Yeah, AP -1.
Alright. These. Okay. So 6s for the Pathfinders.
1 damage piece.
Alright, so you were shooting this unit, this right here?
Yeah, the front one.
Alright, so all 5 have gone.
Alright, good stuff. And that is first blood.
Yes, it is.
So that's going to be worth 1 victory point. Woo! Yeah!
Yeah, Colton!
Okay, so now that's all the shooting I have. So that's the end of turn. Alright, so right at the end of the top of my turn, or the top of turn 1, we got a little morale phase that happened. So the Psychic, the Smite, pulled them out of the 6-inch Fearless aura. So now we have a morale check coming. 3, so you should be safe.
Yeah.
Because you're 7, 10.
Yeah.
So, alright, sounds good. So now we're going to be on top of Preston's turn.
Alright, let's do it.
With your big old fingers. So, hey, you people have got off easy so far with no plugs. Well, guess what? Here comes one. I've got a program called Aspiring Warlord, and here's how it works. You pay $200 a month for a year, so it's a commitment, but every month you get a $300 credit for assembly and painting, and wholesale pricing on the models that you order for your projects. So, awesome deal. You'll end up with probably, I'm going to say 2 or 3 forces by the end of the year. I've got a number of people already doing it, and it's working out really well. So there's that. I'll check the liner notes for a link to that, and I'll turn it back over to these guys. Oh, except I'm going to be doing camera work now and making comments about things. Here's Colton taking his shoes off like he owns the place.
You know,
Pretty disgusting.
do a little jig. My smelly socks.
Yeah, 5 seconds ago I said it was fine. Oh, look, what you said was true. You just sort of castled up here. That's interesting. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Is it top of the second Tau, second turn?
Top of turn 1, Tao's turn.
Wait, you guys just started?
We just started.
Awesome.
Yeah,
no,
let's
I'm
do
ready.
this. Okay. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is declare Storm of Fire with my Ethereal. So any unit within 6 inches, if they do not move, can reroll 1s in the shooting phase. So that would include these guys, them, and my Riptide. I did move my Breachers out a little bit, kind of as a screen for my Riptide, just in case he deep strikes with his Terminators. And with my ethereal, I'm also going to declare through Unity devastation on this vehicle right there, and so that would give my Riptide -1 if he rolls a 6 to wound.
Okay.
And then my Dark Strider will also identify this unit right here and give my Fire Warriors a +1 to their wound roll.
Okay.
And that's structural analysis.
So many things.
So that's why I got confused between those two.
You're like, there's a shield here, guys, but not on the
That's
front
right.
part. That's where you shoot.
Aim for the back engine coils.
So,
I'm going to do voices for everybody. Oh, and in case people didn't know, just a little bit of fluff about the ethereal. That thing he's carrying is actually an electric guitar.
oh.
Yeah. And
Really?
so he's like, Storm of fire!
Fire! Dun, dun, dun.
Thank you, Preston.
I'm all about that.
That was really good. You do, yes, perfect. All right.
So the Cadre Fireblade's is going to do a marker light on your, what is that vehicle? What is it called?
That's the Land Raider.
Land Raider.
You just call it Land Raider.
Okay, so 2+ rerolling 1s because of the
Oh,
for
baby.
Storm of Fire. So there's a marker light
Imagine my
on
shock.
him. We have
Hold on.
token- These two Pathfinders are going to also do their marker lights on him.
Okay.
So they're going to be re-rolling 1s, and you are obscured, I guess, right? So is that
Yep. I'm in cover,
okay? You're in cover.
so it doesn't matter if you're hitting. It's a
Oh, it's only
save.
for save.
Yep.
Sorry,
marker
that's a
light.
kill team thing. Okay, so the first marker light. So there's 2 marker lights, and then the third marker light. Okay, now there's 3 marker lights.
So not only were they too brave to run from combat, they thought they could hit me with the marker lights.
The
And
Land Raider has a bunch on him.
the Land Raider got a bunch.
So with 3 marker lights, you do not gain bonus for being in cover.
Oh no!
And then I get to reroll 1s.
Wow.
Attacking my unit.
So my attempt at negating the power of the Riptide got negated by 2 Pathfinders.
And a Cadre Fireblade.
Oh, not to forget the
Don't forget
Fireblade.
hand. So that worked out great. And alright, so we'll start off with the volley fire with these Fire Warriors
Okay.
into your Lance Speeder?
Can I just
Yeah,
interrupt
Land
for
Speeder.
just a second?
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Okay.
This has assault cannons, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
great. So I have the
perfect.
right piece for that.
Now we are WYSIWYG. All right. That is beauty.
Okay, so we'll do 30 shots from these 2 units
Oh my goodness.
into that unit right there.
Okay.
So let me grab 30 dice.
All right, so we have the mittfuls of dice coming our way. What do you need to hit?
They're going to be hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s for the ethereal.
Okay.
So here we go. So this
Yeah, those
these
are
will be
cocked. Yep.
So we'll reroll those first.
Conveniently, they had failed,
Cocked.
but not
It's meant to be.
forever.
So here's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Lots of rerolls, just on the far side that way.
Okay.
Nice.
Got 2.
Holy cow.
And those are not good. Jeez.
There's another 3. But that's good.
Okay, so because
So those are all hits.
yeah.
And then toughness 6, but strength 5.
Strength 5, yeah.
So you would be at 5s, but because of the structural analysis, you're on 4s again.
Yeah. If yeah, it's 4s.
Okay. Just a fat stack of dice.
So it's only for 1 unit of Tau. And I've rolled them both together.
What's only? Oh, the structural analysis?
Yeah, I have to pick 1. So what-
Well, looks like we're doing them for both. Let's go.
So wounding on
4s.
4s.
Okay, so pull out whatever else. Oh, that's way above 50%. That'll teach me for being generous.
Yeah.
All right, so how much AP are each of these?
0.
There's 0, and how many? Do you want to count this up for me quick?
Yeah. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14.
Okay, so 14. But do you have something that turns off my benefit of cover? Oh, I'm a vehicle. I'm not. Yeah, I don't get it though. So 14. So we've got ourselves 6, 10, 14. All right, get those out of the way.
Do you want me to hold that?
Yes, please. We are looking for 3s. Those are stacked. Okay, so we have 2, 5 went through, but I think I have 6. So I think we're doing all right because he doesn't degrade. Land Speeder has 6 wounds. All right, we have 1 wound left.
Okay.
Ooh, that was real close, but he's got lots of other stuff to shoot at it.
Alright.
I'll take it back from you. What's next?
Oh, not that.
Not that. Okay, so we got 1 wound left.
What is it? Measuring? Alright, the Dark Strider hasn't shot yet, so he also benefits from volley fire.
Okay.
So he'll be, with his pulse carbine and this pulse accelerator drone, his
Half range.
would be at 12 inches.
Okay.
So he's
Just
out of
outside.
range.
Oh, baby. Thank goodness.
So we'll be just 2 shots.
Just 2 shots. Okay.
And he's like ballistic skill really good. So
2 and then rerolling 1. So here we go.
not yeah.
Not reroll ones?
Yeah,
Not reroll ones.
because of the
Reroll it. Hit another 1. Nope. Okay, so there's 2.
strength 5.
So 6 for 5s. 5s.
Nothing.
3 and a 4. Okay, so we're still alive.
Okay, and then my drone can see you,
Oh, shoot.
and it's,
There's that end sticking out.
it is ballistic skill 5.
Okay. For 4 shots, though, that's pretty good.
Yeah, burst cannon,
Okay.
and it's strength 5.
So 5s again. Ooh, what was it?
A 2.
A 2, okay. Didn't get the camera over quite soon enough.
And then, oh man,
Are those shield drones right here?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, that's the
That's the pulse one.
grab
right?
inhibitor and the pulse accelerator.
Okay, so we are on to the fancier boys now.
Okay, so we'll start with my Riptide shooting his plasma rifles
Okay.
at that,
Yep.
and then his heavy burst cannon at these guys out here.
What's the range in the burst cannon?
36.
Oh, plenty of range.
Okay, we'll start with the plasma rifle.
All right. Last wound. Can you save these plasma shots? We will see. You certainly look cool enough.
So it's rapid fire 1, 24 inches. So you're
Outside of 12,
outside of 12.
so just 1 shot.
He's got 2 of them.
But he's got 2 of them.
And he's hitting on 4s, rerolling 1.
Okay. So here we go. So 1 hit. What's the strength on the weapon?
6.
So 4s to wound. Nice. Is that worth the CP reroll?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
On to the burst cannon then. You got lots of other stuff to shoot still. Got all these dudes and whatnot.
They're out of range.
Okay.
I will command reroll.
Oh, okay. All right.
Alright,
Here we go.
looking for a 4.
Looking for a 4.
Ah,
Oh, baby.
down to 9.
Making them burn through those command points. Only 9 left. That's actually a lot, so he doesn't need to worry.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay, so the burst cannon at the long fangs.
Alright. So that's going to be heavy 12.
All right.
4, 8, 12.
Okay. On fours?
On fours.
Okay.
Rerolling ones.
A couple re-rolls. And then that's a cocked dice. That one not converted.
What's this? Alright, so 3, 4, 5 hits. And strength 6.
Okay, so before you roll, also the strength 6.
Yeah.
So it's not going to matter. It's just, so what might matter on future weapons, because I have a Terminator, I'm basically going to make you shoot through the Terminator to hit me. So the toughness is going to be 5. But
Oh, he's part of the unit.
yeah, he's part of the unit.
Interesting.
So as far as I'm aware, I can make you do on T5s, but that doesn't matter right now. So just 3s, because you're 6 anyway. And that's cocked dice to reroll that. So you got 3 wounds. AP minus.
It is minus 1.
-1. Okay, so we are going to take this off of the Terminator armor. So if we fail him, it'll be the Terminator guy that dies. So his armor save is a 2, and it's basically because I'm in cover, I'm going to negate the -1. So for 3 or for 2 or what?
Minus 1.
I'm damaged.
2 damage.
2 damage, and for 3 dice.
Yeah.
Okay, looking for 2s, everyone. Woo! All right, Terminator keeping the long fangs alive. Good stuff. All right, what's next?
Okay. We'll do my other Riptide, and he'll shoot at your guys on top of the roof as well.
All right, so still shooting the long fangs. What's the range on his gun?
The ion accelerator is 72 inches.
Plenty, plenty, plenty. All right.
That's heavy 6.
Okay. But he's 4s, no rerolls, or
4s, no rerolls.
Okay. Pretty good though.
Average.
Average.
And its strength is 8.
So this will be 3s. Because I'll be T5.
Okay.
Didn't matter.
And it's minus 4.
-4. Okay.
Or sorry, minus 3.
-3.
And the strength was 9.
Strength was 9, so that didn't matter.
And sorry, it was heavy D6.
What?
Let's read.
Okay, we're starting again. We're starting again. So 1 dice to determine how many shots.
I was thinking of a pulse blast.
Sneaking
cannon.
through a max shot on us.
Yeah, it's a good thing I looked. So 2
So
shots.
there's 2. Hitting on 4s. So 1. Wounding on 3s. So that's a successful wound. And then it's AP -3.
Yeah,
Okay, so
and D3 damage.
and D3 damage. So the Terminator starts at 2, goes to 1, but -3, so he's at 4. So this is a 4-up save right here. Oh, this is a tough Terminator.
Yeah, it is.
Saved it again.
Okay. And that's the end of my shooting.
Okay. I don't owe you any morale phase, so we'll just go on to top of 2.
All right.
All right, so we finished the movement phase. A lot of crazy stuff happened. My 1 wound left. Land Speeder's come here. He's going to be dumping his flamers and heavy bolters into this squad. We got to shift the drones. I know we haven't had really much to shoot at these guys yet, but killing the drones is always important.
Now, wasn't there a tournament recently where a Tau player came on top?
Yeah, Nova. That
Wow.
Richard Siegler, Tau just won. It was like 300 person just about event. Really big deal. They are 6% of lists, and a Tau player won. He's an incredible player, honestly.
So wait, is 6% high or low?
Low? It's a lower.
Okay, so not many people bringing Tau,
Yes.
considering one guy was ripping it up with him.
Yeah, and 40K Stat Center is going to have the stats of the event coming out, but basically, if you take his success rate out of the event, the whole rest of the players look half as good, if that makes sense, for the win-loss ratio.
Okay,
So he was responsible for basically half the wins
right.
of all the players that went.
Wow,
So
he just ripped it up.
Yeah, he's a fantastic player.
That's really cool. And the list. So Colton was telling me about this, and I was like, "Well, what's the list?" And he, of course, he doesn't know offhand.
Yeah.
But it does have
3 Riptides and 2 Commanders. So
and
Riptides-
shield drones.
and all the shield drones. So many shield drones.
Right.
And he actually does a little bit unorthodox strategy than most people do. A lot of people like to basically hide their stuff within the drones. Well, Richard's strategy to, oh my gosh, just lost a long fang. So what Richard was doing is he was actually hiding his shield drones to make you shoot the riptides with your lower strength weapons, because then your 5s and 6s to wound, then he's going to pass off the wounds. So really cut down the number of dice that he has to even do sacred protocols on. It's really clever. Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Well, and that's what you were telling me after our first game. All right, so what's next?
So what's next is just kind of go through what moved. The Longfangs didn't move. This Terminator, this is something Space Marines can't do, is take a Terminator in their just normal guys. He shrugged off all of the Riptide shots just with saves.
Wow.
Because I could do the saves one at a time on him, and he just said, I'll take them all. So it was a big deal. Big deal.
That's interesting.
The
Colton's like, it wasn't interesting, Sean.
Yeah. The Rhino advanced to try to keep up with his big brother. So he's not going to get to shoot this Lonely Stormbolter. But the Land Raider walked forward, and I still don't think those Flamers have a target, so that's kind of sad. The big thing that happened is we came in from Deep Strike with our two Terminator squads. We're going to be trying to score off the 9-inch charge on this lonely drone, and then hopefully on the Consolidate move, we can trap these guys so that my Terminators can't be shot.
Nice.
That's the game plan going into this. All right, and we'll move into the psychic phase. So for the psychic phase, we're going to do Jaws of the World Wolf. We'll try to pull this off again, and I'll leave him sitting there for now. So it's a unit within 18 inches. So we can tag this Far Fire Warrior squad, and I'm going to roll 2d6 and subtract his movement. What is their movement?
On the Fire Warriors?
Yep.
6.
Okay, so roll 2d6, subtracting 6. The difference is mortal wounds that unit takes.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Don't you have to make a roll to succeed at the...
Seven to see if it goes. But last time I did it on the Pathfinders. Pathfinders have a movement of 7. It was actually pretty tough to... I didn't do anything.
Right.
But 7 to see if it goes off. So it goes off. So now we're going to roll the 2d6 again to subtract the 6 from. Can we get a good roll?
Nope.
6. So womp womp.
0.
0. This is kind of a fun thing to CP. Yeah, we'll do it. I don't know what else I'm trying to CP on because I don't know the strategy very well.
It's it's the psychic phase, so you get
Yeah, I'll be able to try again
a
on the shooting
reroll.
phase.
Yeah.
So I'll be going down to 6 CP after this, but can we get something good? 1 mortal wound.
I'm going to do Pure Tide Engram Neurochip.
What does that do? Oh,
On
to
a
get
6, it gives me a CP.
Got it.
Because
Okay.
you use the commands.
Roger. I thought you were shrugging or something. So 1 mortal wound on your Fire Warriors. Is that all one squad?
Two separate squads.
Okay. So
So
what?
you shot this one.
Well, just because
Yeah.
it's 18-inch range, so
That's
I don't
right.
think I can reach far enough to. Okay. Now we're gonna smite that same squad, and it goes off. So this is D3. So it goes off with the 7 at D3 mortal wounds. Is that flat enough?
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 mortal wounds. All right. So that's psychic phase. That was a pretty successful psychic phase. And we'll go on into the shooting phase. We're going to start with this beautiful land speeder. Let's see, how many can I see? All right, so we're going to shoot with our flame. So the heavy bolter and flamer are right here, and they all shoot simultaneously. So, but we'll start with rolling with the heavy bolter. It's forced to hit because we're -1. So only 1 hit. 3 is to wound. 1 wound at -1
On the shield drones?
on the shield drone.
Alright.
Save, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
4+.
Alright, this is the flamer on the bottom. This is number of shots. A 1 again?
Doink.
Rolled 1 last time, and CP rerolled it. Alright, well, 1 shot. Auto hits. We need 3s.
Toughness 4.
Toughness 4. It's a strength 5 weapon, but that's cocked.
Okay.
And
Doink.
doinks. Man, that's just not a good land speeder. Although he did save a lot of wounds last time. Okay, are we good enough to reach an 8-inch there? We're not. We could shoot them, but we don't want to. And we could shoot that, but we don't want to. So we're not going to shoot any of those guys. But with our 24-inch assault cannon, we're going to shoot the Riptide. What's the toughness again? Riptide?
7.
7. Okay, we'll shoot. Oh shoot, those are tough calls. We're gonna shoot these little fire warriors.
Okay.
12 shots. 4, 8, 12. Looking for 3s. Cocked. No rerolls. And then it's strength 6, so 2s.
Oh, wow.
Alright, so
That was amazing.
4, 6,
Wow.
8, 9.
A lot of
-1.
wasted 6s in a way because you only needed 2s, right?
Yeah.
Nine.
Where were you guys in Overwatch phase? That's what I want to know.
9, yeah.
AP.
Who's being shot at? Those fire warriors, okay.
Any AP?
1.
Alright, so 5s. So 1, 2,
Are they
3,
usually
4,
a 3 up save?
They're 4 up.
Okay.
So they're all dead.
Alright.
So
So there's another point. And now we got the long fangs. So the long fangs, they should still be able to see. Yeah, they can still see what they did. Alright, so we're gonna start with the plasma guns, plasma cannons. Looking for 3s, shooting the shield drones, and then the last cannons will be at the attack. So 3s for the plasma cannons. We didn't go hot, so at least we're not dying. And then 7, so 3s again. And miss.
Brutal.
Okay, last cannons, 3s, 2, and then 3s again for wound. 1 wound at -3. Do you want to pass it off?
Yes, I do.
Of course. Okay, so looking for a 2.
So he's shooting the Riptide, but the drone is trying to interpose itself.
And it did, but it
On
didn't
the
save
2-up
itself.
Savior protocols. Right, the drone would have an armor save of 4, but the las cannon is AP -4 or whatever.
Well, so it Savior Protocols passes off as a mortal wound.
Right.
And
So,
it
so
just
you'd
gets this
only
build-up
get the
pain.
5 up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's all the shooting. So for the next exciting stuff, we'll go on to the charge phase. So we're gonna go with the Lightning Claws Terminators. They're gonna
Oh,
be
this is such a big deal.
yeah, this is important. We're gonna be charging this lovely drone here. We need a 9 because it came from Deep Strike. Need a 9. Literally
1 and
Snake
1.
eyes.
Snake eyes. So this is a Thunderhammer squad. Need a 9. 6. So I'd have to roll a 6 on a CP. It's not gonna happen. So
Oh, but are you going to use it for anything else? Fortune favors the bold,
all
Colton.
right. Going down to 5 CP. This needs to be a 6. If this is a 6, this is
Yeah,
a game
well.
changer.
Here we go. 6.
3 again. Crazy.
Colton loves it.
Oh man.
He's loving it. Yeah, waste those
Yeah.
CPs. Now, don't you get one for him spending
He
one,
gets a chance to roll
possibly?
again.
Yeah!
The engram
That's a good
chip?
Pure Tide, Engram.
By the way, we're allowing a little bit of kibitzing from me.
Two,
Okay.
we're all the
So, and by the way, if you're at a game shop or even less at a tournament, don't do what I'm doing. Don't go up and be like, oh yeah, don't forget this. It's terrible. What? Should I stop? Just
No,
tell me
you're
to
good.
stop and I'll stop.
It's fine. All right. So that's
I won't do it.
that's
Okay,
the whole
because I
turn.
asked before back.
So now we're on to movement phase of Tau.
Alright, let's do this. You have to think about it.
Yeah, okay, we'll be back after Tau movement phase. Ah, this is great. Ah, this reminds me of why I just fell in love with Warhammer 40k.
Measuring tape, please.
I didn't flame that stuff but then.
All right, is that on? All right, I hope I was recording that whole thing. Okay, well, in case I wasn't, these guys failed both their charges, and a unit of fire warriors got shot off the board. That about sums it up. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, guys, when I started 40K, it was 1997. Yeah, summer of, hold on, 98, 99, 2000. Oh, yeah, it must have been 97. Summer of 97, and I was doing a role-playing game with my wife and some of my friends. And I had actually met these guys playing Magic. So Magic's where it all started. Anyway, well, of course, I had been playing Dungeons and Dragons for a long time, but the game we were playing was Changeling. Some of you may know that, so not your usual role-playing game. And they showed up and they had a couple of White Dwarf magazines. Oh man, that's how you get them. And so I started looking at those and figuring out what this was, and I just, oh my gosh, I could not get enough from that instant. I was like, where do I buy this? How do I get into it? And because after my game, Aaron and Sean would go and play a game of 40K, Space Marines versus Orcs. And I was totally into it. So I came in as Eldar. I found a local guy that was selling some Aspect Warriors. I bought 59 Aspect Warriors from him for $2 each. The old metal ones. And that's all I had. My army just had like Warlocks. I think there was a Farseer in there. But I could not wait. I did my best. My first paint jobs obviously were horrible. I used enamels. And then I moved to like craft store acrylics, which are horrible, of course. And my first game, I was so excited. I was like, yes, I'm going to play my first game. And I played versus Sean, and his Space Marines just wiped me off the board. I remember we were out on the back porch on this table that I had made, and he was just crushing me to a man. And yeah. And then after that, what was my next army? It was Tyranids. So Eldar and Tyranids have always been my favorite. Third is probably Orcs. Then I had a Dark Eldar army. I probably owned 8 Eldar armies over the years. And it's been good. It's been really good. Oh, what else? Oh, and then I started my game shop, and that's like a whole story unto itself. And by that time, there were probably 20 people in our local group. And what I did for my shop is, well, we were all going to my house, and my wife gets home from work one day, and there's like 9 guys just taking over the house. And she's like, Sean, I can't handle this. I'm going to go change. She goes into the bedroom. There's 2 guys playing a game on the bed. Like they put a plywood on the bed with a cover, and they're playing on that. And she's like, Sean, this has to stop. So I'm like, all right, not a problem. So basically, I just found like an office space that was really cool, 2nd floor, had bathrooms, and a soda machine. And I was like, guys, it's $800 a month, which at that time was like a load of money for me. This was like a huge risk. So I was like, all right, everybody in the group pitches in $50. We'll get a wholesale account, become a regular shop. You'll get a key, and there you go. That was it. So I made it kind of like a club to cover the rent. And then, of course, I started my game shop, which, of course, did not turn out overly well. Yeah, more about that later. Yeah, my game shop had 3 locations. Yep. All right. And this is just in case you've been missing my beautiful face. Yeah. All right, you know what? Why don't we watch Preston do his movement face. Somebody's got their cell phone on. What a jag. Who does that? It's me. All right. The Cold Star Commander. You guys you're just going right into the jaws of death. Cold Star don't care.
Yeah.
He's like, there will be nothing left when I'm done. So, it won't be Counter-Strike won't be a problem. What's the mission here, by the way? What are you supposed to do even? Is it just killing things?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like patrol or whatever it is? What is it called?
It's called No Mercy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
1 victory
okay.
point for each unit you kill.
Okay,
That's
well,
the main thing.
how many potential victory points does your army give up?
11? Something like
Okay,
that.
what about
It's
you,
like
Preston?
13 or something like that.
Okay, yeah. And Tau have a hard time with that one because of the drones. Like a drone is a thing, so interesting. All right, sounds good. It sounds good. By the way, a big shout out to all my clients. Thank you so much. I currently have, I've got 48 projects going. I don't like it to get below 30. Then that's a little dicey. You want to reserve, but you don't want to be behind either. I found 50 is still pretty good. I have like 10 artists going right now, maybe as many as 12, and it's good. The numbers are right for that. Always getting them shield drones within 3 inches. Just gonna spread them out. By the way, this is the part you normally don't see because like movement phase is so boring. It's not exciting at all. Yes, it is. It's very exciting. This
Yeah,
is
if you
great.
listen to the Richard Siegler talk
So
about
dread.
tau movement phase, he said this is where you win the game.
Really? Okay.
So it's also
Well, I stand
precise.
corrected.
But it's not, doesn't make it exciting to watch, for sure.
Well, what I learned in that first game that I was talking to you about is that, because I was just like, oh, my army's terrible. No, it's because I didn't know what I was doing. I was like running my banshees up, against these devastators, taking 3 rounds of fire, and I was like, the howling banshees, they're going to get you. They're going to die horribly. I did it all wrong. So, and then, okay, I'm going to continue telling the tale while you do your movement. So like a year later, Sean and Aaron show up, and they say they have like big smiles on their face. They've come over. They're in my living room. They're like, and they're just grinning ear to ear about something. Like, what? They're like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do Warhammer Fantasy. We're deciding right now what armies we're gonna play, because everyone would lay claim to some army.
And you got stuck with Tomb Kings?
Not stuck. Well, Tomb Kings weren't out at the time.
Oh, okay.
In '98 or whatever, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Ah, youngling, you have much to learn. Anyway, about how bad it sucked in the '90s to play this game. No, it was bad. The models were terrible and all metal, and difficult to find. Yeah, Games Workshop has done a good job. Like, we just take it for granted. There's going to be all these awesome releases every month.
Yeah.
It's too much to bear. I've even thought of like, well, what would it take for me to paint everything that Games Workshop publishes?
Sure.
Like, everything they make, I'm going to have a copy of it. No,
Yeah,
not something
ton of-
that I could do
Yeah.
at this point. So anyway,
Each army.
I chose Wood Elves, and Aaron chose Skaven, and Sean picked Orcs and Goblins. That was it. And then we played. Of course, by that time, our group was getting to be like 8 or 10 people.
Nice.
Then I did my shop, and actually had a proper like 4,000 square foot game shop. Yeah, I renovated the second floor of this building, and it was like vagrants were camping there.
Oh, jeez.
At night. Like all the windows were busted out, and
And they
so
still wanted $800.
we came in. No. The $800 was the office,
Got it. Okay.
and so for the 4,000 square feet, I only paid $500 a month.
Got it.
But
That's
it was a junk heap.
Yeah.
Like we had to haul garbage. The garbage was above eye level
Oh, jeez.
in there. Yeah, it was super disgusting. So we carpeted it. We did the electrical stuff because it didn't
Yeah.
have lights,
Sure.
and turned it into a shop.
Cool.
And it was great. And then after that, we moved to an actually nice
I was
place.
hoping you'd forgotten them.
No, but I'm thinking, where would I...
Forgotten the Terminators? This giant wall of death.
No, he's got crisis suits coming in. And I was
Awesome.
hoping for one more turn.
What do you have? Is it just the crisis suits and like drones? What's coming in here?
Yeah, I have crisis suits, 3 crisis suits, and 6 drones. So I'm trying to decide what's more important. To take out these Terminators, the Warlord, which would give me 2 victory points.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can... Yeah, if I'm right here, I'd be closer to him, because he's also a character, right?
Correct. Well,
So-
characters don't protect other characters, but
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's nice to know.
Then I'll just kind of be right here.
we still be 9. But yeah.
Can you just come in anywhere? Do you have to be?
It has to be within, or outside of 9 inches.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's-
Yeah, you got a ways, man. Just curious. I didn't know how it worked. I don't know how this machine functions.
And that's the Iron Priest you're away from. But, yeah.
Yeah. But you said I can target your warlord because they're
Yeah.
both characters.
I'm loving it.
Unless you're mystically closer to these guys, but that's pretty much not going to happen.
Not really gonna make a difference. Okay.
Better pull up his profile. He's going to get shot up.
I'm working on it. So yeah, my shop was called Invincible War Games. And it was awesome and fun. And it never occurred to me to set up a pricing structure for painting minis. Because I love to paint. Always. It didn't occur to me till 2003. The summer of 2003. Because it wasn't something that really existed. At the beginning, like 15 years ago, if you were just painting miniatures for hire, oh man, you would have like loads of business. Now I'm on Instagram for the first time. And by the way, I'm going to plug my Instagram, which is Sean Gately. So it's not Blue Table Painting. It's Sean Gately. And yeah, I actually put up quite a bit there. So it's a good way to sort of stay in the loop, I guess. See what I'm up to. And I'd love to get more followers. I never cared about followers before, but now on Instagram, if I get like a new follower in the morning, I'm like, yay! +1 follower, sweet. Yeah, Instagram is awesome. I love it. What a
Have
brilliant
you
idea.
Finish the movement?
Yeah, I finished my movement.
Colton's like, if you finish your movement, Sean will stop talking. All right, here we go.
Alright, so
Do
I'm
this.
going to start with my ethereal calling the Sense of Stone. So anything within 6 inches gets a 6 field of pain.
Oh, jeez.
So if they lose a one on a 6, they don't lose a one.
Yep.
And then both my Riptides have done Nova Charge. So they're down to 13 wounds. And that gives him a heavy 6 shots and heavy 18 shots.
Oh, so many shots. Okay, go.
Okay, so first thing I'll do is a marker
So they're
light.
each down a wound. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll do a marker light with Cadre Fireblade on this vehicle.
Which one? The Rhino?
The Rhino.
Or
The Land Raider.
Land Raider.
Awesome.
I don't know the names. So hitting on a 2+. So he's got 1 marker light.
Hiya.
And last time I got 3 marker lights on him and didn't do anything with it. So I feel really embarrassed because, yeah, that's...
Did you not put a single wound on the Land
You
Raider?
didn't shoot it.
I didn't even shoot it. So I marked him 3 times. And I totally forgot to shoot him because I got so excited about shooting those guys. So I feel...
And they ended up just
nothing
blinking
happened.
off of the Terminator cap.
So don't do what I did.
Awesome.
Don't mark the unit and forget about it. I'll do a marker light with my Dark Strider on this unit right here.
Okay.
Is that the Rhino?
That's the Rhino.
Okay.
Yep.
And he's a 2+. So there's another marker.
Alright.
What happened? Right here. And then my 2 Pathfinders they'll do a marker light on your unit here.
Okay. What's their reach?
It's 30. They're very well in range.
Cool.
So they are hitting on 4s. So I'll do 1 at a time. So there's 1 marker light, and there's really no need to do a second one. But they have 2.
Okay.
So do we have more
Because
marker lights?
the second one